Holy shit. I almost took the whole fucking thing down. That was fucking crazy, man. But I made it. I made it in the house. What's happening, my people? Hope you guys are good. It is a beautiful Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. We got a live stream Q&A coming at you, savages. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a beautiful show. Fucking hell, man. What's popping, guys? What's popping? Good to see you guys tuning in. Paku, what's going on? I see all you animals here. All you savages in the house. All you absolute legends that are here. What's going on? I'm going to shout everybody out in one sec. We got a great show on the way, man. A great show coming at you. All right, who we got in the house? We got people early on. Homework was here early. What did he say? Poirier being undefeated in the month of June. This is actually a good one to start the show off because I'm seeing a lot of people living by the curses in the game. The Costa curse, the over 35 curse, the Poirier's undefeated in June. He's fighting a Dagestan savage Islam Makhachev. I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter. He's not going to win. I don't see it, Homework. I don't see it. What's up, Useless, Wheeze, Grimy, Tiger Shark, YouTube user, MMA Buck, YouTube user. I actually like that you're keeping the name so simple. So simple. It's simply perfect, bro. Darren Till's ex-boyfriend. Who is Darren Till's ex-boyfriend? Holy shit. Holy shit. Tips to the house. Josiah Hayes, thank you for the $2. I appreciate you, man. You absolute animals. Thank you, Josiah Hayes. Really, I appreciate the fuck out of you, bro. It means a lot. $2 goes a long way, bro. Now, you think I'm joking around? No. I'll gladly take a $2 Donald. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Having a brutal week of work, but these live streams make it so much more bearable. Yo, Saspill 153. That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear, man. That means a fuckload to me because I really do feel like there's value in the live streams for, more than just entertainment, but just a good community to, bring a little bit more excitement to your day, bro. I get to chat with all you savages, man. Always nice to see you live on break. Let's go, Pete. I'm glad I'm live at the perfect time for you, man. Strickland has softer hands than Costa. He does have softer hands. You think Darren Till, Chavez Jr. is in a decision? I'm leaning Till. Hey, AJ, how we doing? I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do Saturday night. I hate off weeks. Bro, I wish that I could tell you what to do. I really don't know. Like, for me, I'll probably have a nice hangout with my girlfriend, I guess. We'll spend a nice Saturday, which is not a normal thing for me because Saturdays I'm typically busy. But for you, shit, man, maybe you got to go dancing, bro. You got to hit up the club, bro. It's your time to shine. I don't know. Watch some fucking reruns of old fights. Maybe go watch some Pride FC events. Throw on one of the legendary Pride events. He didn't rock Izzy, though. Just caught him off balance. He caught him with a beautifully timed shot. I think that a lot of people fell into Strickland because he did so well against Izzy. That means he's going to dominate Costa. But Costa's a physical specimen. He's absolutely dangerous. And regardless of people kind of pulling away from Paulo Costa as a power puncher, I still think he has power. Maybe he doesn't have the heaviest hands of all time, but he does have power, and he has an awkward way of winging shots and landing. Leon sleeps the crybaby Bilal inside round 2. You're an absolute savage, Georgie boy. Great call. I appreciate your $4.99, George. Fuck yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you for the $4.99. Tillis had a long time to train boxing, so he should be sharp and ready. I think he's going to be fully dialed to just boxing, yeah. Low key, see what you're saying with Costa beating Strickland. Don't want to see it. I love Sean. You know what? I'm not picking it just to be an asshole. It's because I think it's a real possibility. I think Paulo Costa, too, we have to also take into account he's been extremely active. And Sean Strickland, his 2 knockout losses are against Brazilians. Good Brazilian strikers with some explosiveness have been his weakness in the past. If you want to talk about MMA conspiracies and whatnot, that could be one right there. He doesn't do well against good Brazilian strikers. He beat Alex Garcia, who's Brazilian, and Araujo early in his career, but both of those guys are pretty trash compared to Costa. Can't even chin the chinniest UFC fighter, Robert Whittaker. Robert Chinnicker. I don't think Robert Whittaker is the chinniest UFC fighter. I think that's a false narrative being pushed. I don't think he's washed either. I think the Whittaker that fought Costa was a much more on-point Whittaker than the Duplessis one. Strickland also fought Izzy at the end of his run. Costa had prime locked in Izzy. Yeah, that version of Izzy was a different level. And he hated Costa, so there was so much bad intention there. Dustin's never lost in the month of June, and the champs always lose when Costa's on the card. Damn, Dustin champ paid in full. You're a fucking animal. Bradley Curran, I respect you for that take, though. I respect your side, man. I'm going to respect you guys back in Poirier, and if you guys end up being right, my God, you're going to look like Mystic Max. Costa is my top 3 favorite fighter, so I'm biased, though. UFC casual, totally fair. You're allowed to be biased against him. Or towards him, I should say. Costa isn't on the same level as the other 2 Brazilian strikers, to be honest. I disagree. Zaleski, good, but never a world-class contender. Pereira, yes, fair. He didn't do well because Zaleski has an unorthodox style of capoeira, and Poatan is the greatest striker in glory. And Paulo Costa has unorthodox blitzes. Big shout out to our wholesome community. Yo, Pete, thank you for $2.99, bro. And I'm glad to have you as a member and, a part of this wholesome community, as you call it. I like that, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, Pete. Thank you for $2.99, bro. I can't wait for your reaction to the live chat when Dustin knocks out Islam. You about to jump out of the chair. I might go crazy. I almost took the shelf down earlier today. I mean, I got to fucking clean up. I almost took it to the ground. That was crazy. Whoa, lost to Zaleski years ago in Pereira. You might be on to something. Listen, I don't know. Brazilian strikers are his weakness. McGregor or Chandler, AJ, who is the real deal? I'm picking McGregor in that fight. I don't think either one of them aren't the real deal. I just think McGregor is going to find the chin. Just lit one up for the stream. Let's go, AJ. Hey, Ewan Hickson, my guy. What's popping? How you feeling? Costa's best weapon is his kicks. If Sean's defense is as good as it was against Izzy, of a very tough time against Sean, I think because of Costa's more pressure-based style, he'll find success. I see Costa succeeding here against Strickland. Styles make the fights, and I also think Apollo Costa, who's active, is something we haven't seen in a long time. I'll never forget when AJ laid the chalk on Phil Hawes. You menace. That's funny. Holy shit. McGregor card looking kind of crappy now that the co-main is scrapped. I think they'll formulate something. They're not going to throw us out there with nothing good. They'll formulate something. They'll work some magic for us. I don't believe it could happen any other way. Chandler's very live to take a dive, in my opinion. He will dive, but it's not going to be an intentional dive. It's going to be getting dove to the ground with a clean shot. DDP over Costa. Styles make the fights, man. Styles make the fights. Styles make fights, and in my opinion, Chandler has the perfect style for McGregor to counter-strike and KO. E1, I think the same thing. That's why I'm going with McGregor to knock Michael Chandler out. Going to be an absolute banger no matter who wins, maybe even better than the main event. I think you might be right, too. It could be better than the main event. I think Makhachev Poirier could play out into a very technical grappling display by Makhachev. I know a lot of people are kind of convinced that he'll strike with him, but I just think Poirier is too susceptible to the guillotine, and you look at how much success Benoit Saint-Denis was having before he got caught. Gary and MVP would be a great co-main for 303. But the best co-main for 303 would be Gary versus Colby Covington, but he won't do it. What do you think about Holland? I feel like Kevin Holland's definitely going to beat Oleksiejczuk. I think he might win by sub. I think he can catch him with punches. He's got the reach advantage. He should win. Exactly, and DDP has a better style than Costa. DDP actually shoots takedowns and rushes forward. I'm not a hardcore DDP believer, to be fair. Styles make fights, and in my opinion, Costa has the perfect style to sleep Sean and then do what Sean's dad did to him, to Sean's cold, lifeless body, who have every orifice destroyed like his father did. You sicko, cannabis connoisseurs. That's really funny. McGregor points could be a crazy play. Fuck. If that thing goes distance, I'll be shocked. A consistent high-volume guy like Strickland is a bad thing for Costa, who always wants to be the bully in fights. Consistent high volume with Strickland depends on the matchup, man. Let's look at how many punches Strickland threw in some of his recent fights, especially per round. Okay, let's look at the round stats real quick. Sean Strickland, last time out, he fought against Dricus du Plessis, and it was a high output fight. He threw 100 or landed 173 strikes. You're looking at per round, he threw a fuckload, 75 in the first, 62 in the second. There was a lot of shots, 87 in the third, 85 in the fourth, and then 99 in round number 5. And then you look at the fight against Sean Strickland, his output, not as much, but still fairly high, 52, 32, 41, 63, 71. Let's see Paulo Costa's output in his last couple. Against Robert Whittaker, Paulo Costa threw 49 in the first, 54 in the second, and 48 in the third. So, yeah, Strickland may have a little bit of an edge as far as that goes. But Paulo Costa Vittori, a little bit of a different story. I know he lost that fight 53, 65, 29, 47, and then 66 in that final round. You know, it's one of those situations where I really think style could favor Costa just with the absolute brute power and size. I know people say he's not a one-touch artist, but I think you can catch Strickland leaning back too. With rumors of Volk Ilya later this year, what do you see next for Holloway? I have a feeling that Holloway McGregor is much more of a possibility than people are giving credit for, and I personally am voting for that. I want to see Max Holloway, Conor McGregor. Top 3 most anticipated fights announced. I would say of the fight announcements that we have and already set upon, Khamzat Chimaev, Rob Whittaker, absolutely. McGregor Chandler to be a fucking absolute McGregor nut hugger. And outside of that, I mean, I like Makhachev Poirier, which is coming up next week. I'm trying to think farther in the future. Sandhagen Nurmagomedov is pretty cool. The Leon Edwards-Belal fight doesn't have me excited, nor does the Tom Aspinall fight. I think it will in the weeks leading up to the fight, or the week leading up to it. As I start breaking it down, as I start doing the film, right, I'll have more of an excitement for that matchup. But currently, how I feel is kind of Like, you know, I knew the Belal versus Leon fight was an absolute next matchup that had to happen, but I didn't anticipate to be looking forward to it the same way I would even with a Makhachev Poirier fight. Same with Aspinall and Blades. I just don't really have crazy hype on it. I know it's a rematch, and I know both fights are rematches, but truth to be told, I think I'm most excited for Paddy Pimblett on that card. My opinion, Costa is going to match whatever energy Strickland has, and punch for punch, I see Paulo putting him down. Listen, MMA bucks, I'm going to pick Paulo Costa 2 against Strickland. The Brazilian's got an edge. Why do Brazilian MMA fighters always end up blonde at some point? I think it's a big style in Brazil to bleach the hair blonde. I think it's a thing. Imagine if Islam's special gift he has prepared for Dustin is submitting him with the guillotine. That would kind of make sense. That'd be crazy if he did. It wouldn't blow my mind if he guillotined, but less likely. Less likely, in my opinion. Praying that Strickland gets chinned. Brick Laser. We need to pray to the MMA gods. Guys, should we have a moment? Should we? Let's do it for Brick Laser. MMA gods. Leave victory to Paulo Costa. Knockout. Victory, big punch to the chin, followed up by a massive ground and pound, and what will be a fantastic upset and really make me happy. So MMA gods, give it to us. Give it to us, MMA gods. Me and Brick Laser want it. I get the take of Costa winning or catching Sean, but I see Sean being too defensively sound. Maybe loses the first, but his cardio and pace will be a problem for Costa, in my opinion. I respect that take, you I'm not saying he's a lock of the century, but I think he's a good pick, and I think he's got a chance. Next shot for the belt at welterweight. If Shavkat wins his next fight, probably him. Maybe it could be the side. I don't know. I'm torn, man. Shavkat, Depends who wins. Depends on certain matchups, man. I don't know. I think, you know what? I'm going to go out on a whim and say it's Shavkat. O'Malley versus Merab is a good one, just because it could literally be dominant on either side. Bro, I disagree, UFC Casual. I think that O'Malley is going to dust Merab. Strickland, like the South, will rise again. My top 3 anticipated fights are Whitaker, Chimaev, McGregor, Chandler, Kopylov. You that hype for Kopylov? It's a cool fight. Which fights are locked up wins for next week? I haven't officially decided on anything yet, to be honest. Holland, Grant Dawson, probably Morono, probably Bassil Hafez, but chalky as fuck. Yeah, Merab's been rocked a good amount of times, and his striking's He's got good recovery, though, to be fair. But I think Sean O'Malley's going to find a lot of shots on him. Costa depends on being the bully in fights. Strickland usually takes it from others. Strickland grows in fights. Costa declines. To be fair, I think Paulo Costa looked better late against Vettori than early. You see what I'm saying? Do I actually bet or do I make picks for the viewers? Both, my brother. Both. I've had my very degen moments, but I've been more conservative these past, I don't know, since the Raul Rosas fight, to be honest. Since that fucking shit show, I said, all right, I'm not going to be a degen bastard. Jan Ragdoll O'Malley, Merab by whatever he wants. I disagree, bro. Jan didn't really ragdoll him. He still lost the split decision, even if it may have been controversial. And I can see why people would have scored it towards Jan. Sure, I was biased towards O'Malley, and I was happy as fuck he won. But Phil, don't you feel it's an easy W for Islam? I really do think so, but it's a minus 555 betting line, though. It's an absolute chalked beyond belief line to lay down. A lot of the shots Castellano and Vettori would KO most middleweights. Marvin Vettori, that's fair too. Even though Marvin Vettori, he gets stuck in the mud with his striking, his chin is exceptional. Marvin Vettori eats a very, very good punch. One of the best chins in the game. Imagine if Marvin Vettori had good boxing. At least when we get this high-level grappling O'Malley always talks about, we get to see it. I don't know if we're going to see it. We might see good takedown defense. Hey, what's going on, Combat Sports, today? I hope you're doing well, bro. I'm chillaxing, man. I'm chilling. I'm having a beautiful stream. I did not like Costa's performance in the Vettori and Rockhold fight, but he redeemed himself in the Whitaker one. I agree with the take of the Rockhold fight, but I didn't hate his Vettori performance. I think that was also a really good version of Vettori. And Costa was way off that fight, too, with the weight issues and shit. That fight got moved up to light heavyweight. There's a lot of weird situations. Imagine if Vettori moved his head, world champ, right? Holy shit, Paco. I also think we have to consider Paulo Costa fighting actively is something we have not seen for a very long time. If you look, Paulo Costa fought last February 17th, 2024. Before that, it was August 20th, 2022. Before that, it was October 23rd, 2021. Before that, it was September 26, 2020. He hasn't been actively fighting in a long time. I mean, look, Uriah Hall in 2018, Yoel Romero in 2019. So it's not like we've been seeing an active Paulo Costa since 2017, really. Fighting, multiple times a year. He may have found a new motivation and stride. And I have a feeling that a very dialed in, active Paulo Costa could end up really surprising a lot of people against Sean Strickland. That's because Vettori isn't good at anything really. Strickland is best absorbing and parrying at middleweight, which is literally how you break Costa. Let's see. I don't think he's going to break Costa, bro. Gobi, thank you for gifting 5 memberships in chat. You're an absolute savage. Gobi's a stud, man. Guys, shout out Gobi with an absolute huge W. And also shout him out for giving me the incentive to, have him help me set up this Discord. He deserves a lot of respect, bro. Gobi's a stud, bro. He's got me on it, bro. He's like, listen, bro, we're going to make this happen whether you like it or not. I said, all right, you got it. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. We're going to get it set up, man. I mean, I got to reply. As he texts, Gobi, if you hit me back on IG, I hit you back earlier today. And we can get it all fucking officially dropped for UFC 301 fight week. That's my plan. They need to stack up McGregor Chandler card ASAP. Just had a look, and it's not the best looking. Definitely should stack it up and not just rely on Conor's fame. They probably will rely on Conor a lot. Let's see. UFC 303. I know there's some dud prelim fights, which kind of pissed me off. All right, 303. Let's see. McGregor Chandler, great main event. Cub Swanson and Philly on the main. Yeah, they need some fucking depth. My God. All right, so let's rank the fights in order. UFC 303's best fight is the main event, okay? The second best fight on the card, Cub Swanson, Philly, or maybe you could argue it's Ricky Simone and Vinicius Oliveira, and then it's Charles Jourdain, Gian Silva, Peyton Talbot, Giannis Gimorti, Myra Bueno Silva, Chiaslan, Joe Pyfer versus Burial. It's a cool fight. My God. They need to add some fucking heat to this card. Holy shit. Common Gobi W. Yeah, he is a fucking W. Gobi's a walking W. Bet, Gobi. We'll get the final details sorted, man. Yes, let's go. I'm very excited, bro. I'm very excited. The Discord needs to happen. I think the Discord's going to be good, too, because I'll, have you guys with the notifications in Discord. Listen, Gobi gets respect for helping me out, bro. He's the brain behind the fucking Discord. He's a savage. Then we'll get all the post notifications turned on and we'll be set. The Discord is where all the lies are detected. Show the slips will be the new motto. All these guys claiming they made 100K. Bet 20 grand, bro. That's funny. Discord very soon, Austin Beck, like Gobi said. The new gloves are 3 ounces, I heard, which is scary because imagine Poirier with a 3-ounce glove lands clean. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. That would be insane. Talbot's good, but realistically, he shouldn't even be on the main card of the pay-per-view. I don't think he should be on the main card either. He's a prelim fight. Gene Silva and Jourdain's going to be fucking sick, man. I'm hype. I really think Jourdain could win, but half of me's worried. It's like, yo, his fight IQ is subpar. Hermanov said he'd eat that shit. Hermanov could take a Poirier right hand, bro. He's got the Mexican chin. He's not going down. But Makhachev might. Makhachev might fall. If Dustin Poirier chins Islam Makhachev, better for the fucking sport, for the freak factor. The world's going to go crazy. Will an ounce make a big difference since they're already so thin already? Bro, think about it like this. The glove is shrinking 25%. 25%. I know it's only 1 ounce, but the glove's already only 4 ounces. You take one, that's 25% smaller. That's kind of a massive deal. That could change fights. Like, that could change the game. I don't know. I think 3 ounces will be wild. Thoughts on Khalil's PED update? I heard that he's getting a 2-month suspension. So my thoughts are fair. 2 months is fine. I would have given 3, but he must have been very, I guess the word would be cooperative. Could face an additional penalty in Nevada. So Khalil only has to sit out for 2 months after self-reporting a violation of UFC's anti-doping policy. Respect. He accidentally injected DHEA, which is a performance-enhancing drug. Temporarily suspended. Okay, yeah, all DHEA based exogenous origins, I guess. Okay, so he did provide all the details, yeah. 2 months is fine. I think 2 months is fair because it is true that he reported himself. If he wouldn't have reported himself, though, then fucking 3 months to 6 for sure. Do you do any boxing predictions? I feel like it's always easy money. I should start, bro. I should start doing big boxing fight predictions because I think I got good takes in the boxing main events. We'll get that Discord set up, E1. We will, my man. We will. I hope that is true and they're not just, giving them a special effect. Make Jamal take DHEA so there's an 8-level playing field. Fuck it, I'm in. The thing is, DHEA is an oral supplement. It's not an injectable supplement, DJ, social anxiety. I am a fucking DHEA specialist, dog. I spent a lot of time researching it to create that shit. UFC was like, we don't want to do it, but we got to do something. So here's 2 months. Well, they're technically not in charge of that. I should do big boxing. I agree, KZ. Why not? I'm 0-3 in boxing main events. Listen, if I would have done an Usyk Fury prediction on Monday or Tuesday, I would have picked Usyk. I look better with the beard. Thanks, Breaking Bud. I think so too. Mobile boxing this week. Who's Mobile? I don't know. I'd say I'm a boxing semi-casual, to be honest. I just follow the big fights. Gave AJ a diploma. Thank you, man. I'm having that broke dinner right now. PB sandwich with some rice. I hope you fucking love it, Diamato scorecard. Kelvin Gastelum, biggest lock of UFC 303. I mean, Kelvin Gastelum's not officially on the card, bro. The odds makers are terrible. It's easy to get an insane bet in round 1 or 2 on a guy who's plus 500. This last weekend was a great example. Same with Garcia. Well, the line was almost even at fight time. Will you cover the Jake Paul Tyson card if it doesn't clash with UFC? If it doesn't clash with UFC, I'll definitely do a live stream. I have Netflix. I might as well. I'll do a live stream fight companion. Congrats, Grad. Thank you, Ananov. Mobili is a 168-pound baby Tyson. What's his full name? Easy, but you get it. Costa Bulldozer. The Bulldozer. Sup, bros? 2 plus 500. What do you mean 2 plus 500? Please explain in layman's terms for me. A little more simply. I'm confused. At this point, if losing to Pereira makes you chinny, Jan, Yuri, Izzy, and Hill are all chinny. No, it doesn't make you chinny losing to Pereira. What fight companion going down this Saturday? There's no fights, bro. I'll do a live stream, but there's no fights. I think there's like prospect level boxing on. There's no real fights, though. This weekend, May 25th, yeah. To ESPN Plus, Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall. Not really into it. This Christian Abili guy that everybody's hyping up, and Arslanbek Makhmudov, who got completely exposed recently. Let's see. Christian Mabili. Is this guy? He's Cameroonian? I'm already a fan. He's from Cameroon. I'm a fan already. Where the fuck can I watch this fight? ESPN Plus? Christian Mabili. Guys, we need to fucking watch him. He's from Cameroon. A Cage Warriors fight companion? I don't know. I'll watch Tyson and Paul for sure. I mean, there's fights, but well, looks like I'm fighting strangers to get a companion from you. That's funny as fuck. Just check Tyson and Jake is on a Thursday, so it won't clash with UFC. That's so fucking weird. Why is it on a Thursday? Of all days of the week, what the fuck? What do you think of Holland, Kopylov, Lima, 3-pick parlay? I think it could hit. Kopylov due for a TKO against Almeida? I don't think he's necessarily due for a TKO. I think he's going to win a decision against pretty game Almeida. Went to go watch my mate Flamina's fight in Manchester Cage Warriors last year. Their events are quality, to be honest, good atmosphere. I've watched a lot of Cage Warriors replays to decipher who I think is going to win of like a debuting guy from England, etc. But I've never sat down and watched it live. I can check UFC Fight Pass to see. But this Christian Abili guy's already got my attention. I'm going to watch that boxing. Maybe I'll be live during it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see a schedule. UFC Fight Pass. We have Thursday night, which is tomorrow, Fusion Fighting Championship. Friday, Eternal MMA. That's where Steve Ursay got started. Combat FC, Tough Enough. Wow. Vince Morales is fighting over there at Tough Enough. That's cool. Unified Boxing, Devin Alexander's on the card. And then Saturday, Newcastle Cage Warriors event. Wow FC, I've never heard of it. Anthony Pettis FC is on. Anthony Pettis FC seems interesting. Who's in this Anthony Pettis FC main event? Uriah Faber fights this fucking... Uriah Faber's fighting this weekend at A1 Combat. What the fuck? He's fighting in his own league? Dude, some of this regional stuff is actually really interesting. Let me see. Karate Combat is on UFC Fight Pass next Thursday as well. Anthony Pettis FC 11. Let's see. Uriah Faber's fighting. What the fuck? I heard he was fighting, but I didn't realize it was this soon. Uriah Faber. Who is he fighting? Let's see. He's fighting Jeff Glover. It's Combat Jiu-Jitsu. I knew there was something. I knew there was something off about this shit. He's not fighting. He's doing a Combat Jiu-Jitsu match. Yeah, thank you, KZ. Better than just grappling, but still not a fight. Jared Anderson, bet Usyk. He's a great fucking picker, man. He's got great fucking picks. Gaslam's on UFC Saudi. That card's going to be fucking sick. I can't wait for that card. It's so funny. That UFC Saudi card, I have to go to a wedding after the stream. I'm literally live streaming, then driving to a fucking wedding, bro. I'll have my fucking suit next to me. I'll put it on stream. This live stream is perfect timing. I need to kill time. Hey, I'm glad you're here, Ham. How you doing, bro? I'm good. I'm chilling. Kelvin was only 21 when he won Tough. All things considered, he's had a decent career. There's fights this weekend, though. So there is fights this weekend. It's just, Cage Warriors is set up so UK fighters can beat up journeyman immigrants. Oh, my God. That's funny as fuck. What's the difference between combat jiu-jitsu and normal jiu-jitsu? So combat jiu-jitsu has palm strikes or slaps, essentially. So, like, you can hit your opponent with an open hand while you're on the ground. You can't do it on the stand-up, though. It'd be cool if they had it on the feet, though. Got a guy with just heavy slaps. He's just fucking... You get a power slap guy who has a jiu-jitsu black belt. He's just slapping the shit out of everybody, laying them clean. That'd be funny as fuck, man. I would like to see power slap, combat jiu-jitsu collaboration. Let's make it happen. What is more effective? Jiu-jitsu or power slap in combat jiu-jitsu? Find out. Grounded palm strikes. Yeah, so essentially slaps, palm strikes. Combat jiu-jitsu is, I don't know. It's jiu-jitsu with a little more realism because the hits. Masvidal versus Diaz might break 500 pay-per-view buys. Bro, when I first saw that, Thai Nation, I thought it was 500K, and I was about to roast you. But yeah, I think it'll probably get about 1,000 or 2. Almeida, he goes in there to strike and not grapple, only defend takedowns. That'd be fucking badass, though. That'd be badass. You're a combat jiu-jitsu striker. That's funny. I think they need to do slaps on the feet allowed. You should. That will improve the sport. Slaps on the feet, bro. Fuck going to the ground. Takedown defense, overhand slap, game over. The first BJJ fighter that brings head movement would body those power slap guys. Oh, for sure. For sure. You see the guy who Shara is fighting? I was watching his interview and he said he's going to knock out Shara in the second round, but he's never seen a Shara fight. Is it Joelton Luderback fighting him? Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know I've seen Luderback fight, but I don't fucking know, man. He's a good striker, to be fair. He's fucking got 48 fights. He's 31. Karate Combat, he's doing really good in, though. And pro kickboxing. He hasn't fought MMA in about a year, but he's been doing Karate Combat, and he's been winning open weight fights. That's pretty badass. Doing boxing. He's a striker. He's a solid striker. Where have I seen Joelton Luderback fight? PFL. He's 0-2 in PFL. When did he fight in PFL? There we go. 2021. He fought Clay Collard and he lost that lightweight. Bro, he's a former lightweight. Shara Magomedov is going to absolutely kick his ass, bro. He's going to kick his ass. Spinning heel of the palm. That'd be fucking great. Soccer kicks, please. Yeah, it would be watered down MMA. Did you do a new combat sport with only kicking and leg submissions since they want to be creative? Yeah. Fucking, I don't know what you call it, bro. Leg-based MMA? Kick jitsu or something like that? Cage Warriors isn't high level, but it is great to build up guys' records and get them noticed. And they sign a lot of guys from Cage Warriors to the UFC, to be fair. Merwin Gilbert almost scored a goal with Hamzat's head after knocking him down. Wish that shit hit, to be honest, and we'd never hear that bum anymore. I love Hamzat. No, this was not a full card prediction stream, but I'll tell you my picks for the card. It's more of like a Q&A breakdown stream. What's up, Grimy? I see you, bro. Early prediction on Makhachev Manel. I'm going to go Makhachev decision. Jake Paul beats Tyson on points to some rig stuff. I think he's going to beat Mike Tyson. The Jake Paul show is not ending. He's not losing to a 57-year-old Mike Tyson, guys. Is there any fights this weekend? I mean, there's fights this weekend, but it's not UFC. You know, Cage Warriors, Anthony Pettis FC, Uriah Faber's A1 Combat. Tyson and Jake will probably be a draw, to be honest. Best for both. I don't know about a draw, though, if it's a pro fight. Patty was the Cage Warriors champ. Now he's making waves in the UFC. Bobby sleeping. I think that Patty is going to beat Bobby. I'll never financially tie myself to Makhachev ever again. That guy's boring as fuck. Fuck it. Which sport would you do? MMA or boxing? Well, I've done boxing. Done martial arts, but never like an MMA fight, though. I really would lean, if it was pro, I would rather do, I don't know. Kind of feel like MMA would be cooler, but boxing's still pretty dope. I don't know. MMA is definitely more fun to watch. I love boxing as an OG, but I feel like a lot of the times it's more fun being in there doing it as opposed to watching it from the outside. Makhachev had me biting my nails in his Perez fight, to be honest. That's funny as fuck. What's up, Ikavinsky? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I hate when Makhachev does that too. Imagine 20-year-old Mike Tyson emerges from a time-traveling portal in the middle of the ring as Tyson is being announced to take 57-year-old Tyson's place. Then he gets, then he either KOs Jake in 20 seconds. I think prime Mike Tyson at 21, it's a 20-second fight. But it's just 57-year-old Mike Tyson. It's hard for me to be confident. Nah, I don't think Kopylov gets chinned money middleweight. I think he'll be fine. Boxing would be more fun to train, in my opinion, rather not roll with sweaty dudes and find myself in positions like north-south. You know, when you're rolling in jiu-jitsu, I don't think it's on your mind nearly as much. Like when a dude's on you like that, you're not thinking of it in that manner, but I do understand what you're saying. I've done boxing training and I always enjoyed it, especially like if you do like creative shit, like you use the fucking, what is it? The string or the rope, and you do head movement. If you hit different bags, if you're on the double M bag, hitting mitts, sparring, shadow boxing, of course, is like good to get into the flow. You got to be able to jump rope fucking majorly to be able to box. Fuck's sake. MMA is cool because you get to learn every aspect of the fight. I always think to myself, what is better for street fighting? Being really good at MMA, but you're in a situation where you probably can't use your lower half or your takedowns, or being nasty as fuck at boxing and mad precise against a person that's just a street fight, not like against one another. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Very tricky. I think both. Muay Thai is good. Muay Thai is quality. I would say like just having nasty hands though, bro, in the street, sometimes you need one big punch and you can get the fuck out. But if you get tied up with taken down, you need to know that jiu-jitsu. Tyson just has to run at him from the bell like a rabid rhino, and Jake will shit himself. I think Jake Paul is going to hold his ground. César Almeida could catch him if he only strikes. I think Kopylov's smarter than that. Deuce, my guy, thank you for $4.99. Seen a lot of different opinions on Kopylov, Almeida. Having bet and watched both of these dudes, I'm leaning Roman. What do you think? So for me, I am going to pick Roman Kopylov to win because I have to go with the MMA experience. And I've always been very high on Kopylov, especially since his recent run that he's kind of went on. I know the loss recently to Hernandez, but Hernandez is a nasty grappler. Almeida is an inexperienced MMA fighter with a great striking background, but he's not been that impressive altogether in his, UFC debut and Contender Series fight. So I'm going to favor Kopylov. I've just started exercising, so I stopped smoking and I shadow box to warm up. My cardio is ridiculously bad. UFC casual, it'll come back with time. It'll get better with time. Don't worry. Yeah, your first punch does have to be major, man. We're going to have to answer the question, who give Poirier jiu-jitsu? Who give Poirier black belt? Who gave black belt? I don't know who gave him his black belt. Somebody know in chat? Who gave Poirier his jiu-jitsu black belt? I'm laying the chalk on the master of sport. Let's fucking go. I'm rooting for the master of sport. I'm picking him too. I don't know about the fucking money yet. Have you ever been in a street fight? If so, then I feel bad for the other guy. You definitely hit him with your signature flying knee. I've landed that. Like, I got jumped. Only real street fight I've been in. Everything else has been like organized fights, even if it's in like a backyard. I got jumped, dog. So in like a one-on-one in the street, that would be beautiful. But it's just unlikely. You never know. Some sick motherfucker has a knife. Somebody has a gun. Somebody fucking comes from behind, hit you with a fucking bottle or some shit. Best thing is try to fucking avoid it. Tyson looked like a grandpa a couple years ago. He's getting beat. And anyone saying Tyson's winning is chasing a dream. Yeah, I agree. Poirier got his belt from a seagull. Hey, Ronnie Swain, thank you for the 2 buckaroos, my dog. Much love. You hit someone with a flying knee, LMFAO, no shot. It was in a fucking bar fight, the legendary story. It was, go back, Bobby Green versus Grant Dawson, that fight card. Go and see on the Late Night Live. I bet I could beat you in a gym fight. I mean, maybe. Fuck it. I don't know if you're good or not. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know your level, my brother. If you're a fucking MMA fighter, I mean, yeah, I fucking hope that you could. If you couldn't, I'm like, all right, well, I guess you really got to work on your game, my man. But what the fuck you doing? You losing to the street guy. You losing to the fucking street guy. The bar fight story is legendary. Dude, how many? I'm not even fucking telling it right now. I'm not in the mood. Almeida's going to chop Kopylov down with those leg kicks. I don't know. I personally think Kopylov striking from distance will be okay. I think Kopylov can land some nice ones clean on him. I have faith in Kopylov striking, even against a pro kickboxer. Close-up guidance MMA is soccer kicking someone in a group fight. Well, it looks like you're a natural Pride FC rules set guy, bro. You would have done great in Japan, UFC casual. Especially in the early 2000s, that would have been your shit. You would have been soccer kicking everybody, man. The king of the soccer kick. I'd want to train MMA, but I got too many head injuries from football/soccer. I mean, that's fair. Do jiu-jitsu if you want to learn the grappling side of it without getting hit. You think Jones enjoys a good old north-south? From time to time, yeah. Your foot was sore for a week? That's funny, yo. Dude, if you hit a skull with the fucking kick, you hit him in the fucking right spot, you can break your fucking foot bad. Even if you break his face, your foot's getting some fucking damage. Watch Robertson versus Kopylov. He got his legs destroyed by a low-level glory kickboxer. That's concerning. Carl Robertson wasn't very good in MMA or kickboxing, and he did beat Kopylov. It was a while ago, though. I feel like Kopylov's gotten good, man. César Almeida hasn't really, like, overly enthralled me. I'm not like, yeah, César Almeida, next champ. I'm like, yeah, he's okay. Yeah, you need the Timbs on, bro. If you got an iron boot, you're set. Then you're set forever. Then you're not going to take no real damage. Then you'll be okay. But if you don't got the iron boot on, you don't got the steel toe, your shit might break. You might get fucked up, my man. You might be in big trouble. You might be in a bad spot, a dangerous situation. SGP DP by KO over 1.5. Damn. You're going Poirier by KO over 1.5. So you're saying he's going to catch him at the second or third round. Would have no chin, been concussed too many times. Be like Tom Nolan, tall and skinny. That's fucking funny as shit. Tall, skinny, chinny. Holy shit. That's funny as hell. Yeah, the man's jaw is going to be holding on by a string if you soccer kick him with a steel toe. Facts. Not the Tims, you don't want a murder charge. Yeah, true shit. Fucking KZ right away. So then you just have a murder charge. You're fucked. Thoughts on Jones liking boys? Well, Guru's really capitalized on the market. I mean, I can't say that I believe it to be fact, but it's definitely funny videos. Definitely works. He's definitely getting views. How much views does Guru got on that one? Let's see. I know he gets a fuckload. Let's see. He's got 91K. 91,000. After you kick him with the Tims, bro. Yeah, and it looks like my eye. That's funny as fuck. Always let them swing first. If you know you can beat him, I wouldn't. I'd fucking hit him first. One of my boys hit some guy on a train that was saying some racist shit with a short right elbow and knocked him out clean. That's pretty fucking badass. Yo, have you recovered from Gushkov yet? LMAO still cracks me up. I'm all right. I'm recovered, man. I'm recovered. I used to hate Guru, but his Jones videos converted me. That's funny, man. That's good, though. That's good. Dude, fuck the steel toe, Tims. Yeah, you're breaking a skull. Guru missed one of the Jones clips where he told DC he's going to make him his wife. Really makes you think now after Guru's videos. I think he's just talking shit, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know John Jones' personal life shit. Who knows? It's a fun speculation, and it is fuego content because he's about to hit triple fucking digit 100K. Guru got some decent takes, but listen, he's trying to sell it. He's having some fun. He knows people hear it. Guru, big weirdo. I can't lie off the vibes from buddy. You're not a fan? Guru's just Guru. He's got his own vibe. Listen, he's the leader of the pack in the MMA space, so respect has to be had for him. He's at the top. I feel bad for anyone who ends up as John Jones' cellmate in the future. Well, listen, we have John Jones' cellmate consistently in the chat, bro. We're going to have to find out details how that went down. John Jones could fight every slate of a card and leave undefeated. Maybe. He would definitely beat a lot of people. Like all time, the only guys I could see him struggling with, prime Cain Velasquez, Francis Ngannou. Outside of that, man, John Jones is going to dust everybody up at heavyweight. Fedor, maybe. Fedor. Guru, cool, but his fans are pretty racist. Listen, I don't know. I mean, I know we got some Guru fans in here. I don't think you guys are all racist. Maybe some, though. Tom is 100% the biggest threat to John right now. Tom could be an interesting fight for him. I want to see it. John Jones' cellmate got his butt rearranged. Yo, what's good, Anakin Skywalker? Good to see you, bro. Guys, let me ask you this. Are any of you enthralled by Guru was talking trash that blonded MMA? Dude, wait, who? Any of you guys intrigued by a video titled Unranked Fighters Who Could Be UFC Champs? Let me know in chat with a W. So I think I have some good takes on that. Now, there's way too many things pointing to John being in the closet. He has glitter in his tank. He does. I'm not saying he doesn't. Saw the Tom Nolan versus Alex Reyes announcement in Perth. My God, Alex Reyes is still fighting? Holy shit. KZ says yes. Let's go. UFC casual, Yurma. All right. I'm glad you guys like the idea. I've been wanting to do that video for a little bit, so. Blonded MMA is a fan of Jones who agrees with everything he says. Damn, I never heard of him. I feel the same thing. Costa and KO Sean. Fuck yeah, bro. We're on the same side. AJ, since Connor bought into BKFC, I heard people say it'll take over the UFC now because the UFC is signing too many Dagestan wrestlers. Is it get more boring, whereas BKFC will take the fans more? Thoughts, bro? I don't think it's going to overtake the UFC, but I think BKFC is the best number 2 combat option in the fight space because it's doing something different. PFL wants to be the UFC, and we're going to do the playoffs. We got Bellator Euro Series. Nobody gives a fuck. One championship is very heavily invested into Muay Thai, which is a good strat. AJ, when is members? Tomorrow, bro. Can Romanov stop Almeida's grappling? Oh, he might be able to. It worries me. If fat fuck Romanov beats Almeida, just cut him from the UFC at this point. I'm over it. Volkov, easy W. You think Volkov, easy W against who? Against Pavlovich? Pavlovich hits fucking hard, man. I think Pavlovich might dust him. They're trained together. They don't even want to fight. PFL wants to be like college sports. It's weird. They got too many stats and points. They do got way too many stats and points. And Gegard Mousasi can't get a motherfucking fight. You've heard about that? Have you seen the interviews? It doesn't, bro. Gegard Mousasi, unfortunately, doesn't get a lot of traction, right, with the mainstream MMA space. But from what I've heard, the PFL has not offered him one fucking fight, and he's been asking them for fights. Same with Chris Cyborg. One championship allows knees to down opponents, so there's much less DQs. It's a good strategy. It's just they don't have the fighters. You think if Conor actually invested in a fighting promotion, it could compete with the UFC? I don't think he would ever do an MMA promotion. He would do only BKFC, which can grow and develop and build and become a main player. And I'm grateful because Conor McGregor goes and re-ups and, you know, gets tied in with BKFC. Your boy gets his job back. So I'm happy as fuck, man. Almeida surely has more in the tank. César Almeida you talking about? Yeah, Susie Sheep is not Mr. Pibbs. Susie Sheep is actually a lot more normal. Just the oil up is the thing. 1FC has some of the best, if not the best, 125 and 35ers and women's fighters on earth, but otherwise lacking. They got good smaller fighters, fair point. But the heavyweight's horrible there. Getting a Conor interview would be massive for the channel. Could you imagine if I got a Conor McGregor interview? That'd be fucking crazy. I will see what I can do once I get back to flowing with them, see if I can get in touch with Conor McGregor. I think me, Conor McGregor, could have a great interview. Me, Mike Finch, Conor McGregor, whatever he'd want to do, I'd love it. I'd like to see Conor transition to boxing just so we could see him fight more. But he's not going to. He's saying he's going to fight often in MMA now. Kopylov, lock of the week. Wish he was a dog. Also Strickland. Kopylov's your lock of the week. Good luck on that. Been watching you for years now. LOL. I might start making predictions at some point. Dope Space Cowboy. I know you're an OG, man. Listen, I hope you start, bro. One championship isn't all that. I tried watching that shit. There's moments where it's hype, and then the jiu-jitsu match ends in stalling, and I'm bored as fuck. Does it annoy you when people say they hate it when UFC fighters are hugging and cuddling? It's complete opposite. Ground game is nasty and awesome, bro. Submissions, choke, arm bars, far from boring. Well, what I don't like is like Themba Garimbo's fight against Ramiz Brahimaj is a prime example of boring grappling. Hold control. And he knew it was boring, but I think that I don't like. As far as exciting transitions in the grappling space, looking for finishes, I enjoy. You should start reaching out to guys that just signed with the UFC. I agree, I should. Listen, a lady asking Dana to hook her up with a cowboy brand is so fucking weird. Costa is live. Let's fucking go. NFC would do better in the American market, or excuse me, ONE FC would do better in the American market if it just stuck to MMA. But they have a good thing going with the small gloves Muay Thai. Jailton Almeida has a better gas tank. Susie Sheep, AJ oils up in shadow boxes during the member streams. You wouldn't know, right, Grimy? Susie Sheep doesn't know. Doesn't tune into members. Doesn't tune into members. That's the shit. Doesn't become a member. Yeah, I went to UFC Verdum versus Brown, and I got to see Habib fight RDA live, Cowboy Cerrone versus Edson Barboza. Some cool shit. You watch one for the Muay Thai and kickboxing. That's my thought process. I think there's a large fan base for just that. I agree. Yeah, bro, so annoying, ain't it? When fans / people say about hugging and cuddling, it's like they're not allowed to do that anyway. They get pulled up. They stall the land parade. They tend to not, but you're right. They tend to not stand them up. Hit up Talbot for an interview. I've seen him on smaller channels of yours. I will hit up Peyton Talbot. I should hit him up. Kopylov is bigger and more well-rounded with good enough striking compared to César. Kopylov is a pick, but who knows? I'm picking him as well. if Almeida keeps it striking, rips at the legs, maybe some big punches could land, and Almeida will have to prove a point to me. I'm not ready to pick César Almeida over Kopylov at this point. I don't know when Haggerty's next fight is. You see Ilya say he wouldn't fight Islam because he's not a star? I didn't hear him say that. Wow. Did he really say that because he's not a star? Is Costa your lock? I'll tell you this. Costa's not going to be my lock. Come on. Weird take, but hear me out. Patchy Mix or Sean O'Malley, who you think and how, y'all? I would pick Sean O'Malley to beat Patchy Mix, but I do think Patchy Mix could be in the UFC for sure. Ilya is such a diva, bro. Ilya is a fucking diva. Peyton Talbot would be a great interview. I'll see what I can do. I'll hit him up. Should I hit him up right now on stream? Hey, Peyton Talbot. Imagine he replies right away. Yeah, I'm on stream. Come in. Let's see. Where's our guy, Peyton Talbot? Oh, yeah. Gian Herrera died. Rest in peace. He fought in UFC and BKFC. It's sad, man. He died in a motorcycle. I actually met him. When my dad had a boxing gym, he went in, and he ended up only coming once, and he, like, signed up for the month. Only saw him one time. Seemed like a nice guy back then, man. Pretty crazy that he died, dude. Pretty fucking crazy. Let's see. Peyton Talbot. What do you want me to ask him, bro? How do you guys want me to word it? Susie Sheep, can you not spam it 8 times? I let you spam a lot. I'm very easy on you, Susie Sheep, because I like you. But can we like limit it to like 3 oil up AJs in a row, please? I went to Covington versus Usman 2, and it was a great card. It had the fight of the year on it. It was Chandler Gaethje. That's fucking dope, Ham. Islam is more of a star than Ilya. Ilya has Spain, and Islam has Russia and every Muslim country. Facts, UFC casual. Ilya Topuria just talks his shit. Trevor Peake interview would be sick. It's like when they say wrestlers are born. I mean, Hamza, Ryan Hall, list is endless, but sometimes people only care about seeing someone get punched in the face. Annoying, bro, ain't it? It is what it is. There's always the stand-them-up fans, bro. Interview Yanez would be cool. Ilya's a fantastic fighter, but he is so unlikable. If he was humble like Max or heavy into community and charity like Dustin, I'd be a big fan. It's just Ilya Topuria's cockiness is exactly who he is. He's just cocky. That's his vibe. That's who he is. You got to get tapped into Peyton YouTube first and see what the vibe is about. I'm going to have to check it out. Ask Peyton to come for an interview and ask him what times are good for him. Got to be professional. Yeah, I do. Hey, Peyton Talbot. Hey, bro. Hey, Peyton Talbot. Let me do it. Hey, Peyton Talbot. Hey, Mr. Talbot. Hope all is well. All is well. Loves to get on the channel for an interview sometime. Don't know if you've seen my content. Yeah. See my content or not, but I think you enjoy the vibe. All right, here we go. Let me know if you're interested, and we'll set up a time. Best wishes. Boom. Thanks. All right, this is what I'm going to send them, guys. Let me know if you approve. Hey, Peyton Talbot, hope all is well. Would love to get you on the channel for an interview sometime. Don't know if you see my content or not, but I think you'd enjoy the vibe. Let me know if you're interested, and we'll set up a time. Thanks, AJ DeVito. Sent. Boom. Is that good? That's it. Peyton Talbot got the invite. We'll see what happens. Susie wants to oil me up bad. Hey, fucko, saw you knock the fuck out of Cameron Simon. Want to make a video? That'd be funny. Yeah, I guess I've got to not get wound up when people knock the ground game. I just find it quite ignorant. You get more hugging in boxing. That is true lately, Beavis, especially with like Devin Haney, who grapples more than most fucking MMA fighters. I have to, bro, I got to give respect to the guy I'm asking for the fucking interview. I'd do the interview if I got that message. Ham, I'm glad that you would. Good message. Thank you, guys. Send it, brother. Shama. What's up, Keith? Round 3, Strickland KOs Costa. No, I refuse to believe that. Tell Peyton if he can KO Giannis worse than Simon. It's funny. Peyton is my favorite prospect who'll be champ. He's definitely looking like he's got the potential. You're pretty high on Peyton. I think he's nasty, man. I think he's fucking good. He's dialed in mentally. He's slick. He's just, I don't know. He's got a very fucking wild aura, too. Ilya wrecks Max, in my opinion. Pound for pound, he hits harder than Gaethje and has dangerous boxing with the ability to get a takedown. And Max struggles with short opponents. I would probably pick Ilya at 45. At 55, I'd pick Max, though. Only way Strickland wins is split decision. That's funny. Where does Peyton train? Off the top of my head, I don't know. Somebody look it up. I've said Talbot looks like O'Malley with better genetics. I can kind of see what you're saying there. You think he gasses and Strickland turns it on? Round 2, Costa will be fought still, but 3 turns it on. I don't see Strickland knocking Costa out. I don't believe that for a second. I don't see it. I don't believe it. I don't think it's going to happen. I think no. Masvidal beats Nate and calls out Ben Askren for the long-awaited rematch for boxing match of the year in December. That's funny as hell. That's funny as fuck. Last time Strickland knocked somebody out, wasn't it Brendan Allen? Strickland can only KO a gassed out Abus. I forgot about that Abus fight. You said you didn't see Lerone outstriking Edson either. Fair. Think we'll ever get an all-ladies card? Please no. Fuck no. Paulo is literally the human embodiment of puncher's chance, let alone overrated power at that. Oh, I think Paulo Costa's good, man. Especially an active Paulo Costa. We have not seen an active Paulo Costa in years, and he looked way better against Rob Whittaker than he did in previous fights. I think he's going to look good. You think Jake will call out the winner of Chavez Jr. and Till if they perform well? Maybe Darren Till, but there's no interest to see him fight Chavez. Imagine having a boxing match and Masvidal is flying knees him again. That's actually funny. I don't think he'd do it, but that'd be funny as shit. Paulo Costa is getting no love, man. I think Paulo Costa will look good. Have you seen the stat that every champion that has fought with Paulo Costa on the card is 0-8? I've seen it. I know the Paulo Costa curse is a thing. We got the over 35 curse, the Dustin Poirier's undefeated in June thing. And then we have the 3-ounce gloves now instead of the 4-ounce gloves. The UFC gloves are shrinking 25% for this card. This is something that I think has to be more of a big topic. How is the smaller glove going to change things? Well, I think there will have a higher potential for knockouts, but I also think finishing submissions could potentially be easier with a smaller glove because it'd be easier to maneuver like under the neck instead of having this big, bulky fucking glove when you're shooting for something. Can you imagine with the small glove, Poirier gets the guillotine? Holy shit. That would be fucking crazy, bro. There's going to be so many more finishes. I think it's going to be a good amount of finishes. I think it'll up by 25%. I also got dusted by Izzy. Strickland dusted Izzy. Styles make the fight. That was a long time ago, too. I'm backing Costa. All these Strickland fans cling to him because he's the father figure they've never had. That's funny as shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Paulo and Sean is an interesting matchup. Battle of wills. Agreed. There's another curse that nobody will lose the champ's belt. Can't remember what it was, but it negates the Paulo Costa curse. Interesting. I don't know what you're talking about there. I don't know which one that is. Let's not overthink this, guys. Costa's boxing sucks, as we know. He barely beat Luke Rocco, and he arguably lost to old-ass Romero. To be fair, Romero is still fighting to this day, but come on, man. The Rocco fight sucked, but he looked way better against Whitaker. I think we're all expecting Islam to win, but man, it's not the first time and won't be the last time where the unexpected win, i.e. Strickland recently. Fair? This is why you're the GOAT. I didn't care about the gloves and wouldn't have registered the change as big, but 25% small is a big deal. It is a massive fucking deal. It is a massive deal. Imagine in boxing you shrunk the gloves 25%. That's like a different sport. The gloves go from 10-ounce gloves to 7.5-ounce gloves for the heavyweights. Holy shit. I'm telling you, man, glove small is going to be crazy. Lerone Murphy, Calvin Kattar, I got to favor Lerone Murphy. Paulo going to hump him and give Strickland the inactive curse. That's funny. I think Paulo Costa can surprise a lot of people, regardless of the narrative, regardless of you guys absolutely hating him, absolutely trashing my guy. But it's all good. Do an oil up challenge on the Costa fight. What type of oil would I even oil up with? AJ, you should do a video about this BKFC thing and its potential with Conor. Talk about it and how it affects UFC, Dana, etc. Could be a very intellectual-based video. It's not a bad idea. How would I even title that, though? That's the question. I don't know how I'd break it down. I'm not saying the money line by Strickland decision will be free, brothers. Trust me. 25%. That is big news, AJ. Keep that in mind. The UFC gloves are shrinking 25 fucking percent. Golden gloves are whack, like the design, but keep it black like a Kardashian. I do think black's the better choice. They should drop a video. You want me to drop a video on the gloves, Hernanov? Can BKFC potentially take over UFC title? That's a solid idea, Beavis. I love Costa's style. And I don't hate Borrachina. He's an exciting, awesome, funny fighter. He's just not top 5. Fair. That's fair, Beavis. That's a good point. That's a good idea. You guys want me to keep the content going. Bro, when I post videos like that are not prediction-based, sometimes, dog, they get fucking stuck in the mud with the algorithm. They run at turtle speed, bro. I'm hyped to hit 1,000 views on them. Why didn't they go with the Onyx gloves? They have to pay Trevor Whitman too much money. What's up, Keep Out? Very interesting with the gloves. I'm going to look into it. Anytime Strickland fights someone who's not willing to take a step back, he struggles. Costa's tight hooks and kicks to the body are also going to be a big weapon for him versus Sean. Facts, Tiramisu Tuesday. I'm picking Paulo Costa, regardless of what the masses are telling me if I'm nuts. Guys, I haven't begged for likes on the stream or anything like that, and I'm not going to be begging, but I do want to run the likes up. We're at 48 likes. We're over an hour in. Let's get to 55 likes, and let me do a fucking rip. People always say, too, oh, Dana will be jealous, but Dana doesn't get jealous over that stuff. He doesn't need to. He actually helps Conor, Eddie with COVID. He helped get a boxing event back. Conor McGregor working with the BKFC, I don't think it steps on the toes of the UFC. The other curse is nobody over 35 has ever won the lightweight belt, and I don't think they're gonna. Hey, Mythical Hour, welcome to the members, my brother. Smash the likes, AJ. AJ makes shit picks when he's sober. That's funny as fuck, dude. Holy shit. We'll rip it up in a second. We'll rip it up in a fucking second. Top 5 guys. Strickland boxing is some of the slickest we've ever seen. What the fuck are we all Strickland haters or nut swingers? Let's just make a good bet. No value on the line. I need plus 400 to bet them. All right. So you're not doing the fucking side of Costa, man. Maybe you're going to need, I don't know. This card's chalky, bro. This 302 card's a little chalky. BKFC, UFC, Conor vid, because people need to get a good understanding of this video, which you will give. I see clickbaity videos getting hits because they're saying BKFC is going to ruin UFC, etc. Ripskis with a membership giveaway. Let's get it, AJ. Damn, you trying to get me faded. Strickland cries after Paulo beats him like his papa did. Holy shit. Strickland's boxing's overrated. It's decent, but it's not God tier. It's a decent boxer. Decent UFC boxing. No, Costa didn't get robbed in his last fight. You were into BKFC way before Conor was even mentioned about being involved. So you have a good take, bro, that needs to be out there. Beavis, you got a good point. I might have to do something. I'm going to have to come up with something. Hey, what's up, Mike Finch? I see you in the chat, my brother. Shout out. Max bet César and call it a day. Pacu's a savage. Just smash. Lucas Tracy saying Paulo wins the first round. Strickland's defense boxing and disciplined boxing and defense wins. If I saw Lucas Tracy said that, I'm going to have to get Lucas Tracy's video and just completely slight mesh up it and just go towards the Paulo Costa side. Paulo also could win a decision based on optics if it's close. Strickland's just going to be pumping a jab and Paul's going to be throwing hard with every shot. Be crazy if that went 5. It might go 5. Conor was right when he said they have great matchmaking. They definitely do. Conor's huge announcement. I have no fucking idea what it's going to be. Yeah, I've heard of it. I did a video on it yesterday, Tai. I'm telling you, the algorithm didn't show you it. I think it's a world tour or a stateside tour. It might not be as hype as we're hoping. Post USADA Costa. Does Costa move his head off the line ever? I think Strickland's box would be too accurate for Costa to get inside. I think Costa's going to close the gap with just fucking brutality and body kicks too. I think he'll walk him down. I think he'll throw hard. I think he'll land hard. I got faith in Paulo Costa. The huge announcement is Conor's going to be fighting AJ in December at 170. Well, there you go. Guys, I'm fighting Conor McGregor at UFC 308. And listen, I'm going to fucking knock him out. Conor McGregor doesn't have a shot with me. He thinks he's slick, I'm slicker. Okay? He thinks he's fast, I'm faster. He thinks he's precise. I'm the example and definition of precision, okay? He's got no chance against me. I'm going to put Conor down worse than Diaz did. Instead of getting that rear naked choke, I'm going to pound him into submission. He's going to be tapping his strikes when he gets in the damn cage with me. Conor McGregor's got no shot, bro. No shot. New flavor of proper 12. That's funny. I think Costa will push hard and Sean will have to use his BJJ. Fair. You think it's a fight or boxing fight related? That'd be fucking crazy. I saw the video, bro. I think the tour you made a point on the time with it. There's not enough for a big promotional tour. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I was so torn. As I'm doing it, I'm like, wait a second. Like, logistics aren't even lining up. That video, I was just ranting my ass off. I won't lie to you. That was just a fucking tangent for me. I should have probably been more calculated, but fuck it. Could be a new weight class thing or a BMF related thing, I reckon. I'm not confident on a weight class. You get what I mean? No facts, bro. Conor's a plus 1,200 dog. AJ minus 450. Conor plus 370. AJ via flying knee. AJ gasses out. Though, listen, me and Conor both gas out, bro. Double knockout in the fucking 3rd round. That's how it's going to go down. I doubt either Strickland or Costa have success in trying to offensively grapple. Agreed. I don't think they do either. I don't think they do either. Did someone mod my comment? What the fuck? What do you mean? Yeah, if Susie gives 50 memberships, we'll grab the oil. Oil up. Oil up. Oil up. Nah, bro, you're right. A tour is such a short notice, training for a big fight, weight cutting. There's already going to be a huge media schedule for them with demand. Then what the fuck are we? What is it? What is it? The money belt? DraftKings already has a fight goes distance prop on Conor and Chimaev fight, but not Strickland. That's weird. I guess they're just looking ahead to the like massive fights. The super massive fights. Listen, Susie Sheep, fuck it. I said that the announcement was coming. Connor's coming on your OnlyFans for an episode of Butt Naked Breakdowns. Grimy, how'd you know? Conor McGregor and I are doing Butt Naked Breakdown, bro. Up and coming series. We're taking over the sport. Butt Naked Breakdowns are here to stay, guys. That's it. Susie is the resident blue-haired anime kid no one talks to. Holy shit. Susie Sheep's funny, man. Susie Sheep's funny. Susie Sheep is a lot more cognizant than Mr. Pibbs ever was. That's why I knew it wasn't Pibbs. Don't know, bro, but I think it'll be something different along those lines. You know, like BMF, belt-related idea, weight class. I don't know. You get what I mean and where I'm going. If they do the 165 belt, that'd be fucking weird. Maybe a fight stipulation with Chandler and Connor added that it could be like BMF #1 contender fight. I don't know. Talbot minus 455 versus Gamori. This would be Peyton's first time fight with no crowd. No, yeah, he's still going to win. He fought on contender, though. He'd be fine. You preferred Pibbs, brutally insulting you. I had to block Pibbs. I blocked Pibbs a while ago. You blocked Susie? I get it. Whoa. Canada is behind Strickland on winning this fight. Let's fucking go. All right, Ikavinsky, repping the fucking Canadian Chads. All right, I see you. Pibbs' clown show, I'm telling you. That'd be fucking wild. Why do I feel like Niko Price picks up a decision? Because Morono is fucking spotty, but so is Niko Price. That's a dangerous bet. Niko Price might win. He could catch him. He knocked him out before. My wife just walked in and saw AJ on the screen and asked me if I search Google Jersey bookie. But that's funny as hell, Mark. Holy hell. Could see a Costa head kick and Strickland overly parrying a lot of shots and reaches for low body kicks. Okay. And then he fucking catches him up high. That'd be fucking epic. Hey, what's up, Victor Martins in Brazil? I'm not gay and you are an attractive man, but I'm not strong enough to not watch your OnlyFans out of curiosity. Pete, you're fucking hilarious, bro. Holy shit. No, I don't have an OnlyFans. If I started one for butt naked breakdowns, I'm sure it would do well, but I don't know. That would be fucking weird, bro. The butt naked breakdowns, I would have to do a high price, dude. They'd be fucking premium subscription, $49.99. Every card, butt ass naked. Come hang out with me. Bro, with this fucking Fabio hair, I definitely could rock it. Let's get ripped. AJ does look like a wise guy from South Boston in the breaking leg days, the leg breaking days. Holy shit. Or maybe it's a fan experience idea for the fight. Like a fan walks out with him. That might, it sounds cringe, but it might be it. I might lock Randy Brown, Strickland, or over in the main, still contemplating. Luckily, you got time, Ty Ty. Dog-faced Pony Soldier. Great name. What's happening? I'd have to pass on that content, brother. I'll stick to MMA. I don't blame you at all, UFC casual. Should lock Randy Brown. Thank you. I think he's a good one to choose. He's a fucking wide favorite, though. The hat makes you look. Thank you, Ham. Don't ever take it off. No, I don't plan to. I keep this hat on forever. Randy will probably get a decision versus Elizeu. If Costa head kicks Sean and he ragdolls, I'm turning off the TV before he hits the floor. That's funny as hell. Yeah, maybe not a fan walkout, but something along the lines that gives fan some unique opportunity. That might be it, Beavis. It might be it. The guru on a rant about gays needed some MMA chatter, so here I am. What's up, Fight Milk? If your picks start going south, that OnlyFans will be $4.99 in no time. It's fucking hilarious. Chinny Brown is never a lock. Got knocked out by Niko Price. I get why you're worried. $4.99. Shit, I subscribed twice. That's funny as hell. See you later, Susie Sheep. As soon as you hit 100K, expect to stream instantly to see your bald spot. All right, UFC casual. I did work out today. Yeah, I did some legs. I did some quads and calves today. Not really much hamstring. I mean, a little bit. But I was not super into it, but I still got a decent pump. Did some ass to grass squats, light. I've been doing light ass to grass squats, dog, like a fucking bitch. I haven't even been going over 205. And then I did some one leg press, like 3 sets of 8. Then I did some leg extensions, calf raises, and cardio. I was like, get me out this bitch. Morono got knocked by Price too, but look how big a favorite is. He got knocked out bad. Maybe they changed the bout to a power slap event. Leg day's really code for chest day. I wish, dog. I'm doing legs today. Excuse me, I'm doing chest tomorrow. Legs I like to do Wednesday and Saturday. AJ got a sleeper build. I'm trying to get more shredded, but I am low-key pretty quality, man. The arms have grown a lot over the years. Delts are decent. My chest is fucking built as fuck, dude. I'm like chest dominant. I'm losing weight, but I'm still pushing the 100-pound dumbbells on fucking incline. Did it for fucking 9 reps on Monday. Damn, pipsqueak arms. Fuck, man. I got to train them harder. Doing chest and arms tomorrow. But for real, how did a hammer fist KO Randy Brown? Yeah, it was a really weird fight. Really weird situation. Weird shots landing. The fight game's fucking weird, and that's a Randy Brown win. No, the GOAT. What's popping? I like your name, bro. Morono's fighting Price, though. Easy dose is dangerous. Have you ever seen Bedtime's bingo card prediction videos? If so, what are your top 3 bingo prediction? Mine's Costa will get Strickland heated about some of the press. I've never seen it, but I've seen it appear in my algorithm. I'm going to have to check it out, bro. I was defending your ass on Clown Show. Hey, thank you, No, the GOAT. You're a stud. You're a stud. Thank you, bro. You could smash my face. Listen, I'm not messing with you, dog face pony soldier. I know you're a savage. The bedtime bingo card idea. I'll have to check it out. Poirier pulls guillotine. Let's see. Makhachev definitely is landing takedown. Costa absolutely snaps some body kicks on Strickland. Hard to gain weight / muscle on keto. Yeah, bro, it seems rough. You ever want to compete in bodybuilding, or was it just for fun? At one point, I thought about doing a bodybuilding show. I've thought about it. You know what the truth is? I was just like, damn, bro, getting that shredded. Because getting lean is hard, but getting shredded, like doing a bodybuilding show, fuck, dude. Fuck. I just think I'll be a moody cunt. And I do daily content. And something that is very important to me is my energy on the show. Like, dude, I'm dieting right now. So there's days where I don't feel as energized pre-live stream or pre-video. I got to chow some coffee down. I got to fucking chug that shit. So I don't know, man. Doing a bodybuilding show, as cool as it would be, I would like to maybe do it at some point. I just think it'd be counterproductive to my real goals and passion, which is to build the channel to the best of my ability, you know, to get the 100,000 subscribers, you know. Niko could surprise us because I felt that fight with Robbie was rigged as fuck. I don't think it was rigged. I think he got caught clean. Bro, AJ definitely has bigger arms than y'all. What you mean? Hey, thanks, Jason Waterfalls. You got my back. Have you seen Patty's interviews with the Mac Life? Him and Bobby is heating up pretty fast. I haven't watched them. They're talking shit already. I'm going to have to see it. AJ, they wear the hat all the time. I used to wear one 24/7, even in the summer, and I have the nastiest receding hairline in the world. Like cancer patient wheeze. I'm so sorry, bro. No, I don't wear it all the time. When is Clown Show streaming again? I want to know. I want to know. I don't know. Over on strikes on Costa. What number? Kevin Holland backstage altercations on my 302 bingo card. I think Kevin Holland and Sean Strickland are going to go back and forth at the press conference a little. I wanted to see Chandler versus Islam Styles make fights. It would have been pretty fucking cool. But I don't know if Chandler's getting through McGregor. Price might be a good dog, but no bet for me. Totally understand. People in the comments be saying AJ is scammed and asked for money. Yeah, they're fucking complete trolls. You have a favorite prospect or one you would bet to be the next champ? I really think Joshua Van's good. I think he's got a fuckload of potential. And he's under the radar too, but his striking is good, man. I don't know. I think he could do well. Mauricio Rufy. Yeah, Nate Brown, right? I didn't get memberships until a few months ago because everybody's like, AJ, just make the fucking memberships. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. So yeah, I'd box clown show. You should. I told him I would too. AJ never scammed anyone besides some chicks out of their panties, grimy with a 10 out of 10 goal. That's funny as fuck. You think Chandler should win? I'm going the other way. Summer cut is very much in play. 1 meal a day. You're savage for 1 meal a day. I couldn't, bro. I don't know what number, but take the over. I feel like they're going to bang it out. Okay. AJ still making it happen. Keep up the good work, play. Let's go, Terry boy. What's popping, dude? What is a good parlay to get me even money? No prop bets, only big favorites. 2 high-ass confident picks, probably. That's typically the best way to win a parlay. I think Alex is better now and should get the division, but the more I think about it, the more I doubt it, so I'll stop thinking. It's just Niko Price is weird. Weird. What did the MMA clown show say about you? He just claimed that I was like scamming. And I was like, what are you talking about? I went on the show and everything got shut up. And he said he takes it back. So I said, thank you. Straight up, bro. UFC needs to bring back Mike Goldberg. He had the aura over the mic. He did have a savage aura. Guys, we're currently at 63 likes. I want a shadow box, but I also want to make you guys work for it. So let's get 80 likes and I will shadow box. Do you read the chat in order, bro? Because sometimes my messages scroll off and I think you miss them. Then you'll read them, bro, which is great, of course. Beavis, I try to do it in order, but my chat be moving fast too. So like I just try to see what I can catch. Dustin Poirier crying is a guaranteed bingo hit, win or lose. You know what, Fight Milk? I think you're right. Van Tara fight was canceled because they knew that he was going to get him. Van was going to get Tara. No, the GOAT. Welcome to members, bro. I'll be doing my members only stream tomorrow and then Tuesday for the UFC 302 card. Thank you for joining, bro. Shout out No the GOAT. Ailin Perez about to do some twerking with another win. Dude, all she does is fucking twerk. I was thinking to myself, doesn't Ailin Perez have her son watching in the fucking crowd and she's on the fucking cage shaking her ass? Like, I don't know, man. Listen, I'm not the fucking parent of the kid. I'm not involved. But personally, you know, if I saw my mom twerking her ass, that would probably do some type of internal damage to me. I don't know. I just don't think that's too good. Hey, clown show folded on live big time. Thank you, Tai Tai. That's funny as fuck. Nice stream, man. Hey, thank you, La Vida Loca. I appreciate that. Hey, what's up, Christ Pill MMA? You changed the name. Any UFC news today? I mean, what's the fucking news today? Is there any crazy news? I mean, I can pull up Twitter. I mean, it's an off week, right? I'm going to have to pull news out of my ass. I'm going to have to create the MMA news. That's probably my best bet. Wow, this is fucking funny. MMA Guru posted, just going to leave this here. In my opinion, Tom Aspinall has a 50% chance of being the biological son of John Fury. Grew up in the same town, families of friends. Tom looks more like him than he does any other Fury. He would explain Aspinall's size despite his relatively short parents. Holy shit. Holy shit. MMA Guru is fucking wild. That's facts, dog. He looks just like him. All right, where is Championship Rounds? Shout out Championship Rounds. They've been posting some really good news. Is there any news? Paddy Pimblett going off on Sean Strickland. We got that. I think Aspinall is gypsy blood. You could chin Felder. No, you couldn't. Saw a video of him reacting to her on a win on the TV, and he looked shocked and sad when he started twerking. I don't fucking blame him, Tai. I would too. What is your favorite pick? As of right now, I don't have a favorite. Patty was responding to Bobby's interview on MMA Hour. It was pretty good. Thing is, I don't know if I can get the audio up so we can all listen together. Guru said John Fury is Tom Aspinall's real father. What do you say? Looks like it. Wouldn't surprise me. Breaking news, AJ making his UFC debut. There it is. I'm getting in the UFC. AJ, as much as you love the UFC, do you think the odds off weeks is good to not overwhelm too much? Like, is the off week a good thing? I fucking hate off weeks, Beavis. I gotta tell you, man, as much as people might say, oh, doing YouTube is an easier job, whatever, than other jobs, I fucking love doing 7 days a week content and having the events to talk about. Now, what I enjoy about off weeks is letting my creative side flow and just having fun with different types of videos. But I can do that during the fight weeks and have my set content. So I look forward to June because I'm going to be working like a psycho. Hello, hello. Thoughts on Nayam, Jaragal, Tumendemberel from the early predictions or early prelims? Fights canceled. Got to do an updated prediction show. Fights canceled. What did Patty say about Strickland? I mean, do I have to fucking listen to the clip? Let's see. Let me see here. Let's see if I can get the clip to play on live stream with audio because I want you guys to enjoy this with me. I don't want to be fucking, a selfish asshole. I don't want to be a prick. Background looks terrible. I got the money line graphic up. Oops. Let's see if we can get this audio to play. Hold on. Let me grab my headphones. They're on the floor. All right. So people are asking. We're going to listen to it on stream. Mac Life, hopefully you don't get mad at me for fucking clipping this up. I think it's fine. I'm entitled. I'm allowed. All right. Do we have the audio connected to it? Mute screen audio? No, I'm not. All right. So we're going to play the clip. The screen audio should be working. I think we're good to go, and I'll be quiet.
The two that would seem to be at the top of the list, I felt, were Bobby Green and Moicano, right?
Chat, can you hear this? Can you hear? Let me know right now, chat. Somebody tell me if they can hear. I want to make sure. It says the audio is working, but I want to make sure. Let me know. Yes, thank you. All right. Clip playing now.
Honestly, I wanted to fight Moicano. I wanted to fight rank 10. And Moicano's funny, lad. We'd have a good little build-up where Bobby Green's just a bellend. You know what I mean?
What is your opinions on Bobby Green?
Yeah, he's a proper tool, lad. Yeah, he's a proper weapon. The funniest one is he says, he mentioned me. I didn't mention you. You mentioned me first, so then I mentioned you, you little sausage.
Back and forth happening in MMA all the time, but does this one feel more personal?
No, lad, because everyone talks about me, so it's all the same. But he's just a proper tool, lad. I think he's a proper shit human being. He's just a proper wanker, lad. He's saying that I mentioned him first, lad. He's just lying. Why would I mention you? Why would I mention Bobby Green, lad? No, he's got very good striking. You know what I mean? He's got good hands, but his chin's gone after what happened with Jalen Turner. As I say, his chin's gone, so strike with me. We'll see what happens.
Damn. He's confident he's going to knock Bobby Green out on the feet. You little sausage. I don't even know how he fucking does that sound. Little sausage. I don't fucking know. I don't have that accent down pat. But let me tell you, man. Let me tell you my thoughts on that. I believe wholeheartedly that Patty would have preferred the fight against Money Moicano, but to be fair, he hasn't earned that at all. He hasn't earned that fight. He has to beat a Bobby Green first. You just can't understand what he's saying. That's funny as fuck. Yeah, we can hear, bro, but that's only 49 seconds. The video's a lot longer and loads of good stuff. Yeah, I just want to play the short clip just to get a little flavor of what's the talk. Someone do subtitles. I can't understand. He said Bobby started with him, bro. How many members of the Beatles could Patty take out in a bar fight? Probably everyone. You think Patty will KO him? I'm picking, excuse me, you said Bobby will KO him. I'm picking Patty. Yeah, bro. He says exactly that in the interview, what you just said about Moicano. It's a better fight, but he's got to earn it. Love the recent video uploads. Thanks, Eddie. I appreciate that, man. Thanks, bro. Fuck yeah. I have been trying to stay consistent with a new vibe, right? I don't want to just get stuck in the box of just predictions. So I'm posting more than just predictions these days. That's why I always be hyping people up to turn the post notifications turned on so you get the little notification bell ring. Because, yeah, I'm expanding my horizons, bro. And I plan on continuing to do that. I find it fun, bro. I find it fun, a lot of these videos I've been doing. The steroids video, thanks, Eddie. I appreciate that, man. That breakdown of Khalil Rountree's failed drug test, that was an intellectual video. I thought about that for a while. It was not easy to do. I had to dig into it. And my girlfriend's in medical school, so I said, please, can you help me with this? Can you tell me where to find accurate info? And bro, it's a performance-enhancing drug. And if you're fucking natural working out, you should be taking it. Definitely do the BKFC as a threat to the UFC video, bro. Much better content. You love that idea, Beavis. Listen, let me take a picture of it just for you. I got an idea. I don't think it's a bad idea either. It's a solid idea. Guys, we need to run the likes to 85 so I can fucking throw some hands. I'm in a very shadow boxing mood, man. I have to shadow box it up. Should make a video about the UFC ESPN deal coming to an end in 2025 and what it may mean for the future network negotiations. UFC definitely going to flex on them for a heavy price. You're right. Fuck, that's going to be wild, man. My thoughts, okay, on the ESPN deal ending, it would be a mistake to sign elsewhere. I think it's a mistake to sign elsewhere. I do. I really believe it's a mistake. Like, what the fuck? What? Now we're going to do UFC on Netflix? UFC on Amazon? Yeah, there's not enough info yet. But once I know, I will make a video on it. AJ's DHEA to the gills, bro. I'm popping DHEA 3 times a day at this point, dog. I'm taking it like it's fucking trembolone sandwiches. You think I'm fucking around? Think I'm fucking around? Yeah, bro. I just think you'll give a decent, mature perspective on it rather than those that don't have a clue and just say things for clicks. I could give more of an intellectual breakdown on the truth because BKFC definitely has value. It's definitely a growing market. It's definitely an awesome promotion. But to say that it's going to overtake the UFC, as much as I love BKFC, I work for them, I recognize game is game. And the UFC is the creme de la creme of combat sport. Islam's next fight after Dustin is for the welterweight belt. Winner of Leon Bilal fights Islam. Dustin is retiring. He himself, Islam Makhachev, said he wants to fight Sarukian first. I sent a few kickboxing clips for your Insta, AJ. Let me know if the clips work. Otherwise, I'll send them. I'll check them out, Paku. Fuck yeah. They sign with Netflix. That'd blow my mind. I don't think they will, though. I don't know. I think they'll re-sign with ESPN. Patty at plus 150 is actually a decent bet, even though he's an overrated hype job. And he's in a situation where he could beat Bobby Green, and I think he's going to beat Bobby Green. What's your opinion on the Holmes versus Aspinall situation? What do you mean Holmes versus Aspinall? Bro, it'll be the best thing on Netflix. Watch how big Jake Paul is. Watch how much WWE grows. And also in the TKO, trust me, Netflix is the best thing that they could do by far, guaranteed. All events on Netflix, but Netflix will have a pay-per-view option. Notice your predictions are usually correct. Mozart versus Allen and Rizzy Boy of Buckley. Thanks, Rasha Amir. You know, I make some great picks, but I'm no fucking bullshitter. I also make some shit ones, but I'm trying to make only good ones. It's just, you know, sometimes shit happens. People sleep on Patty because of his Gordon performance. He fucked up his foot in round 1 and still won. Something that I have been consistently working on doing is not judging fighters off one bad performance. Instead, try to judge them from their whole UFC run, or at least their recent 3-4 fights. I think Patty could win by decision or submission. I'm from the UK, and Patty is definitely an overrated fighter. That hype train went ages ago. He's hardly spoken about these days. I think he still has a big fan base, though. Come on. Listen to Luke Thomas talk about it too. Also, Ben the Bame. I didn't see any of it. None of that appeared in my algorithm. He definitely has a better chin than Green. Word on the streets is Mark Shapiro is aiming for a potential deal that may include an ESPN Plus type of deal where viewers pay extra cash per month for monthly pay-per-views included. Austin Welsh, I will purchase it. They'd make a huge, big play for the UFC. Yeah, Netflix definitely going to make a play for it. I'll tell you this. If they do it on Netflix, I will be buying the premium plan so I can get all the pay-per-views. I will pay whatever they want. If it's fucking $1,000 a year, I don't give a shit. If it's cheaper, I'll do it. UFC platform, charge a flat sub fee, get all UFC fights, plus a broadcast deal with ESPN will make the most money. I don't know if they're going to do it, though. Maybe. Nah, bro, the pay-per-view thing is dying and needs to go. You know how much money advertisers and sponsors will pay to be on their platform? More eyes, more money, and Netflix has massive audience internationally. Fair point, Beavis, but let me tell you something. Fighters get a cut of that pay from the pay-per-view, so they need to find something to make up for that, no? Right? They would need to find something to make up for that. What would it be? What's your opinion on the Jones not wanting to fight Aspinall situation? Well, he recognizes game. He realizes that Aspinall is a really hard fight for him. It's not an easy fight by any fucking means. And Aspinall is still unproven. And I think Jones would rather go towards big money fight with Pereira. I don't see BKFC ever being a real big threat to the UFC. I personally think they will always be a good promotion, a good player, a good option for combat, but the UFC is just different, bro. I went on TNT Sports right now. It's either $29 or $39.99 a month for the UFC included with pay-per-views. ESPN earn and pay pay-per-view points, UFC, WWE, etc. Make their money at events, tickets, sales, merch, sponsors. They'll have more. Well, let's see what they end up doing, Beavis. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're onto something. UFC should just start its own streaming service, cut out the middleman. They do have UFC Fight Pass. They have UFC Fight Pass. But I don't want to put pay-per-views on there. Curtis will beat Tommy. Prepare yourself now. I hope that doesn't happen, Nippoon, but I won't lie to you. I have a bad feeling that you might be fucking right. Bilal versus Leon, who do you think wins? I am going to pick Leon Edwards by decision. Yes, all UFC events included. Also got rid of a ton of the other sports. Fuck, that makes sense. UFC isn't for poor people. They just illegally stream it, bro. They got to get the stream links. BKFC is where cut and retired UFC fighters go to die, but it's a great watch. They've done pretty well there. They've done pretty well. Yeah, bro, but they will sponsors. Wait, let me read this again. Yeah, bro, but they will sponsor, will up that. Imagine how much Coca-Cola, for example, will bid to be a massive worldwide stage on Netflix that everyone's watching. Paul versus Tyson will make loads. I'm excited to see how it works with this Paul versus Tyson thing. Green doesn't take the game seriously. That's a problem, especially at his age. You see his interview with Ariel do as high as fuck. Well, he smokes like 6 blunts a day. Bobby Green is more of a pothead than anybody I've ever fucking met. It's only North America, bro, that are keeping the pay-per-view thing going, LOL. I know North America is huge, but even the UK event has been messed up because of that. It's a problem, but maybe it's a problem they want to keep. They want the money. There's still big money in these pay-per-views. Yeah, we have to pay for every pay-per-view, $89 or $79.99. Coca-Cola is not interested in overpaying for that. I don't think Coca-Cola will be working with the UFC, though, I'll tell you. You usually smoke 3 to 4 a day, you're an animal. Blunts or joints? Good question. If McGregor beats Chandler, who do you think he'll fight next? I think if Conor McGregor beats Michael Chandler, the truth to be told, they want to set up the fight versus who? Who is it against? Come on, you know the name. Who? Max Holloway, the BMF rematch. Come on, man. That's a fucking mega fight. Instead of giving him a world title shot, which would be BS, you do a BMF fight for the belt, which either one of them winning, it's huge. And truth to be told, there could be a trilogy. There could be a fucking trilogy. I think the Max Holloway fight for the BMF is it. Also, remember, WWE have gone on Netflix. There's a reason for that, bro. I didn't know WWE was even there. Dana said ages ago he sees it going this way on streaming platforms. Look, maybe they'll go on Netflix. Let's see. Thoughts on Dylan Dennis versus Mike Perry? I think it may happen since Dennis is getting sued by Logan Paul. It would be a better way if they did beat MMA, as Dennis would have a chance. Bro, Mike Perry will beat the shit out of Dylan Dennis in any type of fighting. Only way he's losing is pure jiu-jitsu, and I don't think it would be that bad of a beating. Mike Perry's competed in gi jiu-jitsu. He's a purple belt, I believe, and he's not bad on the ground. And I think Dylan Dennis' jiu-jitsu is overrated. Chandler's a company man. He's pulling a Cerrone and diving. He's not diving. Stop. Stop. He's not diving. Stop. Chill out. No. I've been smoking king-size cones lately, was getting the blunt lung. What's blunt lung? Yeah, I don't know what that is. What has a higher chance? Dustin beating Islam or Bilal beating Leon? I feel like Bilal beating Leon, but I don't think either have that high of a fucking chance. That's my thought process. I don't think either have that high of a fucking chance. But the game's fucking crazy. And sometimes, you know, weird shit happens. These gloves are going to change the game. It's going to be weird. These gloves are going to make things fucking weird. I'm actually really excited to see. I think Netflix is experimenting with these live events. They currently aren't charging more per month for live events, but if viewerships to these continue to be high, I bet they'll charge more. Facts. There'll be like a live option too. I don't think UFC fighters take dives all the time. That's BS. Bilal being on 304 is worse than the timing for me. Fans are going to be falling asleep in the UK. They're going to be out cold. They're going to be Napa lapping, bro. True, but Cowboys submitted Perry and Dylan went to a draw with Gordon Ryan. He's pretty elite. I mean, the Cowboy Perry fight was a long time ago. And the Gordon Ryan Jiu-Jitsu match was a long time ago, too. Gold gloves are ugly, so Poirier by KO. Truth to be told, a major factor is the gloves are 25% smaller. Mike Perry versus Jake Paul. In bare knuckle, that would be fucking mega. I actually think that it wouldn't be a terrible idea for Jake Paul to take that and do a bare knuckle fight against Mike Perry. Like, I'm down. Fans going to be sleeping in the U.S. too. That's funny. Dennis couldn't even take down Logan Paul in a boxing match. He tried, man. He threatened with the guillotine, but he got fucking worked. Perry will whoop his ass for sure. Mike Perry will whoop Dylan Dennis. Dustin stands no chance. Islam's coach said Islam's going to go easy and show respect to Dustin in his retirement fight and not just go out and sub him in round one. I don't know, man. Show the respect. Don't be an idiot. You stand on the feet with Dustin Poirier too long. He has legitimate boxing skills and massive power with his southpaw right hook that could easily put Islam Makhachev to sleep if he's caught with it. I don't think it's impossible for Dustin Poirier to knock out Islam with a punch. It's just I don't see him landing that shot. They might charge more eventually, but it will be affordable. The biggest problem with pay-per-view for US is the cost. That's why pay-per-view model barely works anywhere else. But the US, we get fucked. Islam been training with Khabib. He should win, of course. What are the odds for Bilal Leon so close? How close are they right now? Minus 150 for Leon? I don't know off the top of my head. I'm genuinely curious. I guess I could look. Let's see. Bilal. Let's go. Edwards versus Muhammad odds. Let's see. Edward Muhammad. Edwards is a minus 270 favorite. Who said they were close in chat? Fucking not close at all. Seen the Paige Van Zant thing? She got a Misfits fight or something coming up. I didn't even know that, Beavis. No, I had no idea. Interesting. She's doing Misfits boxing now? Weird. That's fucking weird. She hasn't done well in bare knuckle. Khabib took out Dustin. Islam takes out Dustin. I think so too. I think he can guillotine. Excuse me. I think he can rear naked choke him. I mean, maybe he guillotines him, but bro, the amount of title shots Dustin has had, he has to win one, right? No, he doesn't definitely win one. You know, fighters get title shots don't mean he's going to win it. I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to. Guys, if you're just tuning in or if you just haven't yet, make sure you smash the like button. And if this is your first time on the stream, you haven't seen my channel before, well, you should subscribe. I got live streams every day and daily MMA content. And you don't want to miss it, bro. You definitely don't want to miss it. Who do you think Benoit Saint-Denis fights next? I am going to predict that Benoit Saint-Denis probably fights against Dan Hooker. Unless they're doing Dan Hooker versus Renato Moicano, then I would say Benoit Saint-Denis could potentially be Beneil Dariush's next opponent. How much for a shadow box? I'm definitely going to do a shadow box. I'm just hanging out for a little bit before I do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it for sure, though. The Rountree video was solid. Hey, Cody, thank you, man. I'm glad you liked the Rountree video. I have like some of my videos end up being like underrated bangers. They're like cult classics, bro, like the Rountree video. I got a couple video ideas that I'm letting marinate in my mind that I should be dropping. I don't know. It's 9:44. I might get a video worked on today, but I don't know if I have one out today. I might end up posting tomorrow. I got a couple ideas brewing right now. What's my ethnicity? What would you guess my ethnicity is if you're in chat? Take a fucking guess. Tell me, what do you think I am? Guys like Dustin, Justin, and Hooker would thrive in bare knuckle. They definitely would. It'd be fucking crazy. I think Hooker would do the worst out of the bunch. Beneil versus BSD would be amazing to watch. I'm down for it. Streaming services are notoriously unprofitable due to content overload / burnout. They're desperate to find a bailout. In this case, it would be live sports with ads like normal TV. So that's what we might be looking at with Netflix. Italian, Irish, Italian, Italian, soprano. There we go. You think I'm Chinese? Oui, oui. Sicilian, Hungarian, AJ's Korean, Italian, Jewish, Jamaican, Italian, and Middle Eastern. My actual full makeup of every DNA that is in my fucking system is Italian, West Asian, which is like the Caucasus Mountain regions, fucking British from the UK, and Irish, dog. That's my fucking 4P. So I'm like half and half. Half of the fucking UK whiteness, half of the ethnic Italian, bro. But I definitely feel like, for the most part, I look more Italian. Dogfest. Brother, I'm from Dagestan. I got to smash the guy. Easy money. I got some African heritage. A Dagestani AJ. Bro, if I shave my fucking mustache, I'm going to look straight out of fucking Dagestan. Brother, I got to smash the guy. Easy money, brother. Bro, it's mixed street dog. That is what I am. I'm like a mixed street dog. I'm a Mongolian, actually, bro. I'm the Mongolian murderer himself. I'm English, Irish, and something else I don't talk about. All right, UFC casual. I don't know what that other thing is, but okay. I don't know why it's a secret. What secret are you hiding from us, UFC casual? What is it? You are Silvio Dante's son. Oh, not a problem. Not a problem at all. The thing is, Netflix and other services give customers the choice of an ad tier or an ad tier free if they pay a bit more. So the idea is defunct. They cover that just like YouTube. Bro, I will do ad free for sure. Kind of look like mid-to-back. That's funny. It's 9:47 p.m. my time. You seem to be kind of fat. I'm not fat, bro. I'm thick boy. I'm thick boy. I wouldn't say fat. I'm thick boy. I do have too much fat on me right now. That's why I'm cutting. I weigh 187 pounds this morning. So I've lost 9 pounds since I started the cut. It's French, but we'll keep that in chat. Parlez-le français. Oui, oui. Masterclass. Derek Lewis. Islam said some crazy stuff today, saying the PFL contender out of Dagestan is a better striker than Dustin. That's his shit talk. That's how he does it. Where would you rank prime GSP in today's fighters? At welterweight, he's definitely beaten Gilbert Burns, Jack Della Maddalena. Shavkat's a hard fight for him. Leon's a hard fight for him. He beats Colby Covington. He beats Bilal Muhammad. He probably has an interesting fight with Usman, though. I think Usman might beat him. Imavov versus Jared, who wins? It's hard not to pick Jared Cannonier for me. I think Jared Cannonier can beat him. Yes, and the British stood alone against the Nazis for a whole year. I never knew that, dude. I like us gabagool. Give me the fucking gabagool, Andy. What are you talking about? Let me get a fucking bite. Let me have a little something. I need to have a little bit. I'm trying to enjoy myself. What do you think? You think it's a fucking joke? You think I'm playing around? You think this is some type of fucking game? No. Not at all. This is real shit. This is the truth. Jared is 40 and coming off a 1-year injury break. I mean, fair point, but he looks like he hasn't aged. When do you think the new weight class will be announced? I don't know if they're announcing a new weight class, bro. Set up a sparring sesh with the MMA clown and record that shit. Would love to see you flatline his shit talking ass. He wouldn't do it, bro. He lives in the middle of the fucking nowhere, bro. He don't show his face on camera. He ain't gonna show his face. It ain't gonna happen. You think UFC 307 is gonna be in Madrid? That might be the money spot for it. Makhachev or Poirier? Makhachev, Jake. Yeah, bro, I just meant the ads comment above. They have both options like YouTube that suits customers and isn't forceful, meaning people can watch with or without ads. You might as well sign up for ad-free. Funny how? Am I a clown or do I amuse you? Funny how? Am I a clown? Do I fucking amuse you? What? Think it's a fucking game? Think I'm fucking around? Appreciate the live streaming videos. I like to listen while I drive. Let's go, BG. I'm glad you're enjoying. Listen, this is a high tier and excellent auditory experience you have with me. You get to hear it all. Guys, I want 100 likes up in here. We're so close. I need to ask for it. 93 likes. Let's get 7 more likes. Let's get 100. If you're new, make sure to subscribe it up. I'm going to do a rip skis, and then I'm going to shadow box. I'm doing the rip, then the shadow box. That's just how it has to go down. I got to get creative with it, you know? You're also driving? Okay. The necklace is fire. Thank you, bro. Shout out to my girlfriend who bought me this. She's a G. Rip ski time. You know there's nothing better than taking a rip on a Wednesday live stream. What else are we doing? We're ripping it up, getting through it. Nothing to do but rip it. Fuck it. I'd rather have a coffee and sip it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. That's what I'd like to be honest. You can see the muscle on the leg, bro. Anybody saying I skip leg day? Romanov, you bet I gas out in 34 seconds? You might be right. The hat's gonna fall off if I go too crazy, bro. Boom. Woo. Well, people don't realize that AJ is attached to some strings and Mike Finch is above him controlling the moves like a puppeteer. That's funny. The curls were bouncing beautifully. I look like fucking Volk. Thank you. Thank you. Does the hat stay on during sex? Yes. James Vick just got knocked out. That's great. Looks like Stallone's younger brother from Rocky. Best thing on YouTube. Let's go, Savage Conan. Thank you, dog. AJ is basically the American jock version of Guru. That's really fucking funny. Holy shit. AJ fixing his hat is the equivalent of Poirier fixing his shorts. I mean, shit just got serious. That's fucking great. You're gassed, AJ. Now you're acting like it's a beat. Funny as hell. Solid shit. Thanks, bro. Beast mode. Beast mode. That was a beast mode. That was a beast mode, Shadowbox. This has been a very fun stream. I've had a blast. I honestly, I LMAO this motherfucker good as fuck. Thanks, Renato. I like to react to my Shadowbox live. So let me rewind and see. Let me see how I looked. All right, let's see. So I started off fucking around, little shoulder roll action, looking goofy as a motherfucker. Then the slickness starts to heat up. The hands were low, but that's a good warm-up. All right, the hands are moving. The head movement's there. The curls look amazing. Okay. The hair looks like a fucking wig for sure. Like, I see how some of you guys assume. Thank you, Jake Hamilton, for saying I'm the man. AJ leveling up in real time. Thank you, Savage Conan. I appreciate it. AJ's girl appreciates the cardio during sex. I don't know. I use like 2 to 3 Zins a day. The shots were solid. The shot selection, the combinations, everything looked pretty good, honestly. I got to give myself some fucking credit. Better shadow box than normal. It's definitely because I'm losing weight, dude. Losing weight is the fucking key to being quick. As I've been a stiff motherfucker for a minute. Look at these shots. Wow. That was nice. That was legitimately nice. Head movements improved. Thanks, bro. The curls look amazing. AJ Fan is awesome. I'm hyping myself up. Clip the hat on like Yama. That's funny as hell. AJ, who you calling out? You giving Moicano a shout out. Moicano wants money, so he'll probably take the fight. Listen, I'll have to do it if he wants. Boxing was sick. Thank you, Useless. I would just like to do a video of Moicano. Throw more to the body, AJ. I'll add that in next time. Well, chat, be honest. You've noticed a difference with the cardio. More snappy, more bouncy, less gas. Let's go, Useless, bro. Because I've been doing cardio all the fucking time. Slight bit more head movement. I'm going to bring that. I agree. AJ needs to call out Jacob from We Want Picks to get this shit cracking. That's funny. AJ, just remember, please tell me you've been reading, keeping up with Fight Disciple. I watched some of it. I watched a little, but I have a hard time just locking in, you know? AJ, do you think Usman short notice is way better than Whitaker on a full camp against Chimaev? I just think styles make the fights. You planning on getting a pair of the new UFC gloves or testing yourself? I might have to. Yeah, I got to work on getting the head movement going. I agree, Savage Conan. Thank you guys for the hype. I appreciate it. AJ, do your next live on a treadmill. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Bro, I couldn't because there'd be music in the background. Dream boxing opponent, Floyd Mayweather, because the bag would be the biggest. Jab, slip, uppercut, backhand roll. This is you bouncing. Always the movement. Jab, slip, uppercut, right hand roll, then walk. Mick AJ, return of the Mac, baby. 9 minutes was good. Thanks, man. I was keeping off the center line. Thanks, man. I was trying to. Because that center line, I be seeing fighters get hit so much there. So I'm like, all right, don't be like them. Good to see you well, AJ. Thanks, Sambo. I'm doing great. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. A nice 2-hour off-week Q&A that ended up being a fucking banger. Also, really important question. What do you think of the headbutt striking technique in my picture? Give me a good in-depth breakdown. I think that the headbutt striking technique by Beavis and Butthead is some of the best in the game. I think it's the best, period. I think it's the best in the world. We need 5 consecutive flying knees when DP KOs this. I might have to. Center line means essentially you keep your head right where shots can come through without the movement. Head movement is limited because you don't want the hat to fall off. Fact, bro. If I didn't have the hat on, I could move a lot more. But hey, guys, I appreciate you all for tuning in. I'll be live tomorrow. Skipping my Ripskis comment. I'll do it right now. Lando, I'm glad you made it, bro. I'm glad you made it. Today I walked through past my school while wearing my cap and gown and shit. It's hitting me, brother. Lando, congrats on graduating. Trust me, life gets better after high school. You just completely locked into the matrix when you're in that K-12. But when you're out, now you can actually do something. You can chase a dream. So definitely do. Guys, I appreciate you. I think Pickham's live, actually. Let me get his link. Please run to Pickham's stream. He's a good dude. And I just want to see him get an extra few viewers. So if you haven't checked out Pickham's stream, give him some love. Give him a watch. I guess I didn't copy it. Okay, hold on. Ay. What the fuck? Is no easy copy link button? There we go. All right. Pick'em stream is right there. Check him out. Give him a love. Yo, shout out to him, bro. Say AJ sent ya and tell him I say what's popping. What's popping, G? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the compliments and the love. You guys are fucking tremendous. And yeah, more content tomorrow. Have a video, have a live stream. So should be a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. Later. Peace out.